Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Logistics is critical to any economy. Moving goods from state to state, farm to factory, hinterland to metros, and urban to rural is paramount. Pegged at $300 billion, India's logistics sector is yet to reap its full dividend. Education and skill development is as critical as brick and mortar infrastructure and conducive policy framework. While the government's focus on manufacturing gains momentum, logistics will help take India to the world. But the evolution of the logistics sector has not happened overnight.
So India, most of the logistics players are all mom and pop shops. They're very unorganized. And the biggest challenge we face even till today is to compete with them. But that's where I feel that when once GST comes into play, it's going to be a very good level playing field for all of us, and there'll be a lot of consolidation. In India, logistics is all done internal to the company. The manufacturing company does all their, they have huge supply chain departments and they run everything on their own. So that's a challenge that we face, but more and more as we've been going into meeting the corporates, now corporates are more getting in tune with the idea and the thought that they should give it out and outsource this function as it is outsourced all over the world.
Raja Kanwar is the scion of the Apollo International Group, leading the company's foray into logistics. His vision is well entrenched with the philosophy of the group.
Well, we are a process-driven, people-centric, technology-based solution provider who is offering end-to-end logistics services absolutely integrated to our customers. So we are playing that role of please only speak to ALS when you're giving the goods out. We in turn might be doing a lot of the work internally, or we might be outsourcing, but that is the role of a third-party logistics provider. So this is who we are.
Established in 2009 as a subsidiary of Apollo International Limited, Apollo Logi Solutions or ALS is a leading integrated logistics solution provider in India, and in a short span of time, it has become a name to reckon with in the industry.
ALS is a logistics company, so we created it 9 years ago. At that point in time, we had gone ahead and done a lot of research and found that logistics in India was absolutely in the unorganized sector, and we wanted to get it more corporatized, and a company like Apollo with a lineage, with the name, we felt we would be the right guys to be able to do it, because we are very, very process driven. We have standard operating procedures in everything that we do in all our other businesses, so we felt that logistics would be the right area for us to get into.
On-demand, reliable and diversified services are the cornerstones that define ALS, in addition to unique offerings like liquid logistics, 3PL and integrated solutions.
3PL is basically stands for third-party logistics. So third-party logistics world over is a service provider who is offering to take the goods, whether it's the raw materials going into the factories, or it's the finished goods coming out of factories, or it's movement of goods from warehouses into the retailers or distributors, or doing reverse logistics. So 3PL is a pretty big, vast area to be in. It comprises of warehousing, freight forwarding, custom brokerage, transportation, shipping. So here we are trying to make it all integrated. We are saying just call us up, we'll manage everything for you.
The list of operational capabilities at ALS is long. Containers with enhanced capacities facilitate efficient movement of logistics. Add to that container freight stations, inland container depots, freight forwarding, custom brokerage, warehousing and other allied services, and ALS is your one-stop logistics shop.
Apollo Logi Solutions is primarily part of Apollo International. When we wanted to expand into a new area, we have chosen logistics 8-9 years back. And at that time itself, we wanted to build an integrated logistic company, which was very necessity in India in those days and even now. We have started our journey in logistics with one dry port or CFS in Panvel. Our focus areas are renewable energy, like solar panels. Then we are very focused on the automobile. We are focused on the white goods and telecom.
ALS aims to become a 2,000 crore rupees company by 2020. This is based on its strategic plans comprising both organic and inorganic growth and a constant endeavor to increase its customer base. Financially viable yet customized solutions to select customers is one growth strategy that ALS is betting on, and a robust feedback mechanism to inspire innovation at the back end is already in place. Coming up, ALS has combined forces with global and Indian partners for acquiring international reach and upping its operational efficiencies through best practices. Apollo Logi Solutions is concentrating on India as much as on the rest of the world in offering a variety of solutions including dry ports, freight forwarding, custom brokerage, liquid logistics and integrated logistics solutions.
The vision I have for the company is to be a best-in-class for some of the different verticals, some of the different industries that are out there. I want people from those industries that I focus on to always remember us as being the leaders, having the best capable people, the best solutions, the best integrated solutions for them, and to be absolutely cost effective so that they also feel that when they join hands with ALS to be able to deliver their goods, they were able to also see a very happy and healthy bottom line saving for them.
Joint ventures and acquisitions have been a many at ALS. In 2012, ALS entered into a JV with a leading German logistics company, FIGA, to form Apollo FIGA Integrated Logistics. FIGA brings with it 140 years of industry experience and a strong presence in 200 locations across 70 countries. In 2013, ALS acquired a Chennai-based logistics company with access to Chennai and Ennore ports to cater to export-import container business. It also expanded its global footprint through the acquisition of Clarion Shipping Services LLC, a leading UAE-based company with presence in more than 20 countries and significant capabilities in the areas of freight forwarding, warehousing and allied businesses. All significant inorganic strategies to conquer the logistics sector.
When we started ALS, people did not know us, did not feel that we had the right experience, and that's when we went ahead and we looked for a joint venture partner who was very, very specialized and very, very technologically driven, and was coming from a Western European market, which was FIGA Logistics, and these guys have been the leaders of logistics in Western Europe and Eastern Europe and China. And we tied up with them, we brought them to India so that they could also showcase their services, their specialized solutions that we could offer together with them in a market like India. Then we did an acquisition in the Middle East, we went out and acquired majority in a company called Clarion. Clarion has got a lot of strong presence in the entire Middle East, and they've been a player in the Middle East for a while. And they're also into a very, very similar business of 3PL, warehousing, custom brokerage. And we saw the right fit for us to be able to acquire a majority in that company.
ALS Clarion is Apollo Logi Solutions' latest venture into the Middle East and African markets. It's our effort to provide Indian customers global services and outreach to this part of the world, which is the emerging opportunities which are there for us to service. We are present in the entire GCC with our headquarters here in Dubai.
The company's flagship port in Panvel, Mumbai, started the journey that led to its other strategic port-developed presence across India, including Tuticorin, Chennai and Kattupalli. Over the years, ALS has built multimodal transport capabilities such as road, rail, air and sea networks that give it a competitive edge over others.
We started with 60,000 capacity in Panvel, and now currently we are 120,000 capacity in Panvel. Our Chennai capacity is 50,000, Tuticorin will be 60,000, Kattupalli will be 50,000, and around 60,000 will be the capacity in Kashipur.
The dry ports owned and operated by ALS are established with a futuristic vision, and all ingredients essential for a world-class logistics cargo handling facility are part of that vision.
We take advantage of Figa's vast experience in this particular area. We do have a lot of cooperation with them. We use their software. We use their expertise in designing the warehouses and operating the warehouses.
Providing railways-based logistics services, Kashipur Freight Terminal is a JV between India Glycols and ALS. This inland container depot helps importers and exporters to handle their shipments efficiently.
Kashipur PFT is the only PFT in and around 60 kilometers radius. This PFT operates the domestic traffic, the EXIM traffic, and also bonded warehouse facilities, reefer cargo facilities. So this facility is equipped with practically every possible operation that a PFT and an ICD can do. We will be providing local employment to the extent of around 100 to 150 employees in the next 1 year's time. We also will be servicing to almost 50 to 80 customers in that particular area.
A consultative approach to business sets ALS apart as an end-to-end integrated logistics solution provider.
ALS has a very consultative and solution-based approach, right? We want to make sure that the customers that we work with, we solve their supply chain problems, we solve their supply chain issues in a very consultative manner. So our intent and approach is not just to go and provide services, but to be a consultative partner and be a part of their solution solving.
Technology acts as an accelerator in improving the productivity and profitability of ALS as well as for its customers' operations.
So I feel ALS is different also because of the strategic tie-ups that we have, the technological advancements that we are making innovatively all the time internally. We've acquired a company here in South India called Wi-Fi Technologies, which is always working with our people to be able to see if there are solutions that we can come out with which we can give to our customers so that they have a better experience of working with us.
ALS is all set to take leaps of glory and growth in coming years. The future plans and what makes ALS tick coming up after the break. The success story of ALS is nothing short of extraordinary. The company went from 70 crore rupees to over 1,000 crore rupees in turnover in just 9 years. A stupendous growth not seen very often in the industry.
So I feel that we are different from all the other players in the country because we've been around only for 9 years, and in 9 years we've grown pretty aggressively. But aggressively doesn't mean that we've taken the wrong steps. We've always really been conservative about our thoughts, but then gone aggressive once those thoughts are very, very clear with us. And I feel that we have a good lineage. We've got a good national presence as far as the logistics field is concerned. We've got great partners, and we've got strategic tie-ups.
To bring about a holistic change in the logistics industry, ALS firmly believes that finding the right people with necessary skills is key. To address this, the company is working on an industry-wide skill development initiative.
A lot of effort has gone in at ALS for identifying, incubating and training young leaders, of creating a plan which will actually take them from point A to point B and actually shortening the learning curve, of ensuring that they are people who can compete with the best, not just industry but across, that they become actually domain agnostic in terms of competition. Actually looking at one of the toughest jobs which every company faces today is actually identifying the high performers and isolating them and putting them on a fast track. That is what ALS is focusing on right now. So we would like to be the people who actually speak for the industry, not just the company.
With its aggressive growth plans and expanding portfolio of diversified logistics services, ALS is looking to change the logistics landscape. It is working rapidly towards becoming future ready and adding greater efficiency by developing hub and spoke models.
So we are like I mentioned before, we want to be the best in class in the different verticals that we are going to focus in. I don't want to be a logistics provider for every item in the world. I want us to have the most innovative, technologically based solutions. We want to be able to offer value add to our customers so that they also feel that there is a company out there who is always working on cutting edge solutions to better my efficiencies, to better my bottom line, to better my savings, to make my savings happen. On the other side, we are working on now converting all our container freight stations into integrated logistic parks so that we can offer end-to-end solutions from there also.
ALS aspires to play a pivotal role in the growth of infrastructure in India through a combination of assets and service-based logistics solutions and provide a competitive edge in international markets. 1,000 employees, 1.3 million square footage of warehousing space, and a geographic reach touching over 100 countries across Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia Pacific. The journey of ALS has only just begun.